Harley-Davidson, the legendary American motorcycle brand that's always been about freedom, rebellion, and the open road, just had a serious shakeup. And if you've been paying attention over the last year or so, you probably saw this one coming. Their CEO is officially out. Gone. Fired. And it's not just because of a couple bad decisions, it's because customers spoke up, stopped buying, and let their wallets do the talking. This all started back in the summer during the massive Sturgis motorcycle rally, when Harley rolled out a set of policies that had riders across the country scratching their heads. We're talking full-on woke corporate nonsense, DEI initiatives, sustainability buzzwords, and the kind of messaging that feels more at home in a Silicon Valley tech boardroom than at a biker rally. The media, of course, tried to play it down. They said the outrage was overblown, that it wouldn't hurt the brand, and that customers would come around. But guess what? They were dead wrong. Enter people like Robbie Starbuck and other voices on social media who started calling this out in a big way. They didn't just talk about it. They tracked the fallout, reported on the backlash, and showed everyone just how disconnected Harley's leadership had become from their core audience. People weren't just mad, they were fed up. And the results? Brutal. Harley-Davidson reported a jaw-dropping 60% year-over-year drop in motorcycle revenue. Not a typo. 60%. On top of that, they sold 53% fewer motorcycles in the last quarter of 2024 compared to the same period the year before. That's not just a dip. That's a cliff dive. And yeah, we get it, Harleys aren't cheap. These are big-ticket items, and not everyone's dropping 30 grand on a bike like it's nothing. But what happened was even more telling. People stopped buying. They stopped upgrading. They stopped replacing their bikes. They sent a clear message. If the company's going to go woke, they're going broke. So when the news dropped that the CEO was out, it felt like a win for every Harley loyalist who was tired of the brand straying from its roots. This wasn't just a leadership change, it was a direct response to the fallout from embracing politics over product. Here's what's even more wild. The CEO wasn't just mildly progressive. This dude once compared himself to the Taliban of sustainability. No joke. He proudly pushed ESG and DEI into the very heart of Harley-Davidson. He made woke ideology a core part of the company's identity. And now, he's out. And don't let Harley's PR spin fool you. They'll say it was economic instability or interest rates. But if that were the case, how come other motorcycle brands like Triumph and MV Agusta aren't collapsing? Why are they doing just fine while Harley's sales tank? It's simple. Those brands didn't alienate their core customers. Harley did. Harley used to stand for freedom, rebellion, and independence. It was about hitting the open road, not sitting through a corporate seminar on privilege. And once they lost sight of that, the consequences were swift. Here's the kicker. The board at Harley tried to salvage things last year. After the backlash, they actually walked back some of the DEI policies. But they didn't go far enough. They left the ex-CEO in charge, and that turned out to be a huge mistake. People didn't forget. They didn't forgive. They just stopped buying. Globally, they shipped 17% fewer motorcycles. Every single geographic region saw a drop in sales: North America, Europe, Asia, Latin America, you name it. In North America alone, sales fell 13%. That's their bread and butter. That's where Harley should be strongest. But instead, riders there turned their backs on a company that turned its back on them. It doesn't stop there. Harley stock has been in a free fall, from $37 per share last summer to around $20 now. That's a 51% drop in a year. Investors aren't happy. Customers aren't happy. Nobody's happy. And yet, Harley's leadership is still acting like this is all just a little bump in the road. Spoiler alert, it's not. This is a full-blown identity crisis. The brand that once symbolized rugged individualism got hijacked by corporate activism. And the customers weren't having it. Even Elon Musk chimed in when the story first broke, saying on X doesn't sound super compatible with their customers. And he was right. It never was. And let's be real, a Harley wasn't exactly on fire before all this either. But going full woke didn't just stall their progress. It put them in reverse. So now they're at a crossroads. The CEO's out. The numbers are bad. The stock is tanking. And they've got a brand image to rebuild. If Harley-Davidson wants to survive, let alone thrive, they've got to reconnect with the people who made them great in the first place. That means ditching the politics, scrapping the virtue signaling, and going back to basics. Build great bikes. Speak to the culture of the riders. Understand who your customers are and who they're not. And maybe, just maybe, they can turn this around. But it's not going to be easy. Because once you lose trust with your audience, especially the kind of loyal, passionate, ride-or-die audience Harley's always had, it takes a lot more than firing a CEO to win it back. And honestly, Harley isn't the only one finally waking up. A bunch of companies are starting to realize that all these woke policies aren't just annoying people, they're actually killing their bottom line. Bud Light got absolutely wrecked after that whole marketing disaster, and Disney's been losing money left and right ever since they started going full-on political with everything. Even big names like Target and Netflix have been backtracking quietly, trying to undo some of the damage. People are tired of being lectured by brands, they just want to buy stuff without being dragged into some agenda. Companies are figuring out that going woke doesn't make them look cool or progressive, it just drives away loyal customers. And if they don't course correct soon, they're gonna end up exactly like Harley, scrambling to fix things after the damage is already done.